to make sure you don't look at 2020 when you get to 2022 and say, damn, there was more of me to give back there. And I didn't. To make sure you're not keeping score. Keep track, but don't keep score. I stopped by to ask you, are you willing? Are you willing to do what you've never done before? Say what you've never said before so you can be the man, the woman you've always known you to be? Are you willing to tell any part of you that doesn't serve your future, any part of the procrastination and the worry and the doubt and the am I good enough? If you're willing to stop and look at all of it and say, I appreciate you. You got me to this point. But in order for me to go further, I'm going to have to leave you here. Because you limited thinking, you doubtful Debbie, you the naysayer, you vision buster, you can't quite fit in my future. I have lives to transform. I have people to inspire. I have children to ignite. I have loves to create. I have so much to do. I can't quite take you with me, but it's been real. Because I got to tell you, I could not stand on this stage and on all the stages around the world and touch 50, 60, 70, 80 million. I could not do that. I could not have 7 bestsellers and have lunch with Oprah and dinner with Steve Harvey and whatever with Dr. Phil and hang out. I couldn't do that had I not talked to a part of me that I had grown complete with. I could not do that if I didn't identify something in me that was being born and that I was the midwife to, and to allow that to be born and to realize that I was impregnated with my own greatness. I couldn't do that. And so if God would use a little ordinary chick like me from South Central LA, but what can happen to you and what could come through you. So I just stopped by. I stopped by to ask you, are you ready? Are you willing? Because most people sign up for the goal, and this is my new awareness. They sign up for the goal and you focus on the goal and you get really, really committed to the goal. And then you got to go through something to get to the goal. And then you sit the goal down. I'm going to invite you, don't sign up for the goal. Sign up for the inconvenience it's going to cost you. Sign up for that. Sign up. I sign up every day to the inconvenience. The goal looks sexy. The inconvenience looks costly. But if you sign up for the inconvenience, the goal will take care of itself. Every day, say yes to whatever it takes, no matter what.
Hey, happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Does it really matter what day of the week it is? We are here in Breakfast with Champions in the evening. I'm super excited to be here. I run this room on Wednesday nights at 6:30, and tonight we're going to be talking about awakening the legend in you. It's a Lisa Nichols experience, and if you want to see my face, I'm actually here live on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn because I'm super excited. This week, I have been hanging out with Lisa. I actually did her program last year, but before we get started on today's topic, if you feel that you're a legend or you want to be a legend or all that sort of stuff, I want you to come up on the stage. Hello, mommy, because today I want to hear from you. I want to hear your stories. I'm going to be sharing some things that I've learned in my coaching with her this week. So if you want to put your name in, and I would love to hear from everyone here. So put your name in the chat, where you're hailing from, what you're doing, all that wonderful stuff. That would be awesome. Otherwise, awakening the legend. So she has a free 5-day challenge. It's not a challenge, it's a workshop that she's doing this week. I've done this challenge in August and it was absolutely amazing. Let me tell you, a game changer. I don't know if anyone here wants to be a motivational speaker, but this is great because her coaching isn't just for people that want to be speakers. If you have a business, if you're a parent, if you're mom, and I always say your brand, your business is you. So no matter what you're doing, you have to speak, right? So I would like to use this opportunity for you to share who you are, what you do, and how you want to transform the world, how you want to, make a difference. So if this is your first time seeing me or hearing me, I don't have my main camera on, so my screen isn't like that cool, but that's okay. I am Tina, otherwise known as Stars Tina, and I am currently in Texas love the text is here. I'm a life and health coach, and I've always loved fitness most of my life, but the past 10 years has been like the main thing. Fitness is my passion, right? And you have to have a passion in life. And I always say, no matter what your passion is, you have to figure out, well, why is that passion, right? And I realized that the main reason why I loved fitness so much, one, because I like to move, I like to feel good, all that wonderful stuff. And the second reason is because my father passed away at the age of 49. And I don't know if anyone here knows someone who may have high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, anything like that. It's kind of tough, right? So I realized that is the main reason why I do that. And then over the years, I kept adding stuff to what I do. And public speaking is one of the things that I actually love right now because I get to transform the world, right? I'm now into like motivation, inspiration, and transformation because in life we have these things stuck in our body that have to get out and we want to transform, right? God wants us to be amazing. So when you're transforming, you're becoming better. I think of a caterpillar. Yes, you start off as a little caterpillar and then they go into their cocoon and then that cocoon gets all white and fuzzy and then it's a beautiful butterfly. So if you want to transform your anything, finances, relationships, it all starts with your mindset, my friend. What are you putting into your mind? And it's so important. So that's just a little bit of what I do. I run an online fitness boutique studio as well, and I'm growing and all that great stuff. So we're going to go down the line. I see a few people up here on stage with us, and everyone is welcome. So Renee, we'll go down the line, then Carla and Mommy. Just introduce yourself, say who you are, and we're good to go. So I'll throw it over to you, Renee.
Become the best version of themselves through a total awakening of the mind, body, and soul. And I do this because I speak from experience. I started out with Elite Stars as a client. So that's my 30-second version of what I do and who I am.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And wherever you are, just type in the chat, where are you from? What do you do? Because I believe in digital currency. I believe in everyone just sharing and growing. And whatever the business is that you do, I'm sure we all can support each other. So, you have virtual assistants, you have financial accountants, you have all these wonderful things. So just share who you are and what you do. All right, I see my girl Carla up here. Carla, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Carla, and what I do is I am a client slash student, college student. What I do, I just joined some clubs today, which I'm very excited. Pretty much that's all I do, like client slash college students.
I love it. I love it. So very proud of you, Carla. All right, if you were just tuning in, this is Breakfast with Champions. Today we're talking about awakening the legend in you. And let's talk about that word legend really quick, okay? It sounds big. It sounds scary. But I personally believe, and I'm going to get to everyone that's here, if you want to come up on stage coming up, I believe that everyone has these qualities in their system. And sometimes we kind of lose them. And I'm going to go to my beautiful niece, Elisa. A couple of weeks ago, I said to her, every day, have me go out for a walk no matter what. And then I gave her permission to say, you're going to get fat, because, I knew that would get me. So yesterday, she sees me come in the house and she's like, do you hear? What did you just say, Elisa?
Come on, you're gonna be a fatty.
You thought I was joking, right?
You're gonna be fat.
Okay.
You're already fat.
Okay. Come back in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes, yeah.
Okay, fatty. You're so fat.
You guys thought I was joking, right? I told you. I gave her permission to say that, so it would force me to go out of the house. Funny, right, Trey? How ironic she came in at that exact same time. And it taught me about persistence. It reminded me of resilience. Like, if you really, really want something in life, be like a little kid. Be like a 7-year-old. They just keep going and going and pushing, and they don't stop. I can guarantee you, family, she's going to keep going until I go outside with her. And if you want something in life, Elisa, can you shut this door, please, hon? Her to this. She just walked in from school. If you want something in life, you have to have that resilient attitude, that resilient energy that no matter what, all right, when it comes to your business, when it comes to your lifestyle. So if you're a legend, right? Legendary legends in the making, that's what you do. So Mommy, Melanie, Trey, who wants to go next with introducing themselves? Just on mic.
Good evening. I am Miss Hattie, and I am Stars Tina's mom. I keep saying I don't have a business, but she says that I do. I do teach class for her. I have not taught it the last 2 weeks because mentally I cannot handle my life right now. We're going to leave it at that. But I have been going to senior events, and I've been attempting to get in at least a mile a day. So even though mentally I'm not where I should be, I'm still moving, and that's what it's all about.
I love that. I love that. And thank you so much for sharing, because sometimes in life we kind of get stuck. We don't want to get out of bed. We don't want to move. We just want to stay in a little cocoon. We want to be depressed. We want to be sad. And it's okay, but not for too long, my friends. You cannot stay there too long. That's why it's important to surround yourself with amazing people. They're going to pull you up. They're going to pick you up like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Let's get it done and shake it off. There's various things you can do, but right now I want us all to do one thing that you can do every day, and it's free. Everyone on mic, we're going to breathe. We're just going to take a couple deep breaths, because this helps with everything you need to do in life. So right now, take one nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Ooh, baby, that was good. Can I get one more, please? Can I get one more? Here we go. But this time, wait. This time, when you inhale, my friend, I want you to inhale love, peace, happiness, unicorns, chocolate cake. Okay, maybe not chocolate cake, but I want you to inhale anything that brings you joy, that makes you feel good. And then when we exhale, we're going to exhale anything that's not serving you. It may be a pain in your shoulder. It may be your boss. It may be your kids. We're just going to exhale it right now. So one beautiful inhale through your nose. Here we go. Exhale it out your mouth. Woo, baby, that feels so good. That can definitely help awaken the legend that's inside of you. All righty, I see Melody up here with me. Hello, Mr. Bridge. Hello, Yanni. I see Conrad, Lewis, Atsuya, Ajilia, Richard, Ali, Comey, Rose, Michelle. Hello. If anyone here ever heard of Lisa Nichols, get up here on this stage. I want to hear something about you that you've learned from her, because I have so many notes here, but I want to hear from you guys today. Melody, talk to me, mama. Tell everyone who you are, what you do, and tell us about the little legend inside of you. If you're able to share. I know some people are just here in spirit and body and soul. If she unmics.
I can't talk. How are you doing, Queen? Oh my gosh, I missed the thing yesterday, but I got to hear it today. I love Lisa. Hey, listening audience, this is Trey Urban, and I am your energy alchemista. I help take people from paralysis to purpose. I love that I myself was paralyzed in a car accident, told I would never walk again, and I did not like that prescription. So I myself have gone from immobile to invincible, and I love helping people do the same. So if you're stuck with that mental, emotional, spiritually, wanting to know why, and for me, or even physical stuff like being actually paralyzed, diabetes, cancer, I've helped people for over a decade, and I would love to help you. So I am super excited that I get to work with Stars Tina in so many places and spaces. And it's such a pleasure to meet your beautiful mother. Her name is Hattie. So great to see you. Yes, you do have a business. If you're helping, you're doing stuff. So I am so grateful for all the growth that I have gotten from not just Breakfast with Champions, but this Stars Tina stretching me, pulling me, and I appreciate it. So I am tossing the mic back to you, Queen.
Trey, I'm going to keep you here for a hot second, because you said something that I think a lot of people struggle with. I went through this at one point in my life. You said you were diagnosed with being paralyzed and not being able to walk again. That was the prescription they gave you, but you did not accept it. If you're watching this, has anyone ever told you you could not do something because of XYZ? Did you accept what they told you? Welcome to the room, Babs. I hope you get up her girlfriend because you're amazing. So Trey, have you, if you're watching, did anyone ever tell you you couldn't do something because you were too old, you were too fat? You had to do this. Trey, can you share with us how you overcame that?
Even my own mother told me I was going to be a drain on society. And so, yes, it programmed me to be that. So I was always pushing through. You know, I'm just going to prove her wrong. And honestly, my desire to prove everybody wrong pushed me for the longest time. But now, thankfully, I don't have to use the negative emotions. And I've been able to switch my mindset, really master my emotions, and I'm really super attached to that spiritual, because when you know you're connected to the divine creator who is infinitely powerful and all the things and everything is possible, and when you know you're connected and attached with something that's infinite possibilities, yes, that's such a better perception. And really, life is really nothing but a perception, right, Tina? It's what you think, and what you think is what is going to happen, and it's real.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for that, Trey. And just realize, if you hear my voice right now, if you see me, it's for a reason. It's so that you can look within and awaken the giant, awaken the legend, awaken all those wonderful things that are inside of you that may be sleeping. They may be dormant. They may be tired. It's okay, but wake them up. All right, I'm showing my age right now. There was a movie back in the day called School Days. I really liked that movie. And at the end of the movie, I'm not forgetting his name, the little short guy, Spike Lee. At the end of the movie, he screamed, "Wake up." And that's what we need to do these days, is wake up and live life. Live life to the fullest. I see Babs is on stage now. She is a vocal coach. I talk about her all the time. If you have a business, you need to be able to speak. And whenever she's in the room, guys, I get nervous. Like I have to enunciate every single word and pronounce each word and open my mouth.
You are funny. Enjoy your life. We're not speaking right now, but that's okay. Look here, Tina, you know you're a star every time you open your mouth. You shine like a light bulb. Every time we see you, we don't care if it's raining. We know it's going to be a bright day just because you're around.
Hey girl, hey. So today we're talking about Lisa Nichols. I'm not sure if you heard of her or know her. She's doing a challenge this week. It's called Legendary Speakers. So I'm talking about legends. We are all legends. So I want you to share who you are, what you do, because you're a legend, girl. I love you. She's amazing, guys. You got to tap into Babs, the vocal coach. And her book just came out. Go ahead, girlfriend.
Hey everybody, I'm your international vocal coach. I help you bring life to your voice through communication, the art of communication, effectively, whether you're singing, speaking, or just performing. But everybody that has a voice that's trying to get a message out, you need a vocal coach, because we can help you navigate your way on a stage so you can gravitate to the right people so they can understand.
I'm hoping she comes back, guys. It looks like we lost her. I'm hoping she gets back. I don't see anything. Oh, she muted. Possibly, business is important. Okay, hopefully she will be back. And if you're in the listening audience and you want to come up, you are more than welcome. Today, I want to share one thing that I've gotten from this coaching program with Lisa, because it is so impactful and it's just amazing. And I know it can help you and myself and everyone that's here. If anyone, like I said, good morning, Rasta. Oh, I love how you do those. That is so cute. She put like a little house. If you want to see, like, this is what the clubhouse actually looks like. So thank you for that.
Oh my gosh, girl. And your video is amazing. I saw it and I was just blown away. I was like, girl.
Which video are you talking about?
The one that did that you give the breath work that starts up. It was one of the most, I think you just posted it.
It was the homework. It was the homework. And let me tell you, so we talk about stretching ourselves, right? And it's funny, we say this all the time. You see things, but our mind, we have to see it over and over and over again. So Lisa, I don't know how long she's been promoting her challenge, and so many people sent it to me, but I never really clicked to sign up. And someone direct messaged me and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sign up. And we get so many of these things, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Like everyone's always sending you stuff to sign up for. They're always sending you free. And I signed up and I love her and I did it before, so I knew how great it was. So Trey, when I was in there on Monday, someone said, are you going to upgrade to VIP? And I was like, nah, I did this before. And then as I'm listening, the more I listen, I'm like, yes, it's pulling me. It's pulling me. And you're going to know where you belong in life, because not everyone's going to get me. Not everyone's going to vibe with me. And that's quite all right. But Lisa, like, she's family. I feel it. So last time I did her program, Lisa, I had a lot going on in my life. Not Lisa, I called you Lisa. I'm going to say Trey. When I did her program in August, I was finishing off my book. I had a lot of programs. I was doing a whole lot of stuff. She did the same 5-day, and I remember I only did 3 because then I had to be in New York the night. This is when I saw you, Dab, when I met you in the city. So I wasn't really able to do it full body on, and I didn't do it. So this time on Monday, I'm like, I'm going all the way. So she has us do homework every day. So yesterday's homework was audience connection, connecting to your audience. And Trey, it must have been pretty good because someone actually texted me after I posted my video and they're like, are you okay, Tina? And I'm like, watch the whole video. They must have just watched like the first part.
I did when you watch it, yeah. Because I'm like, oh my gosh. And that's what I was like, are you okay with him? I was like, oh girl, you're it. And then I was like, way to rock that, way to pull in the story, yes.
I love it. I love it. And I'm going to share with you because, this is where we learn, right? This is how we learn. So on day 1, I'm like, last time I just wrote it. First of all, I want to say, do what's best for you, people. Everyone's going to try to tell you what to do. Well, you need to do this. Well, you need to do that. And on Monday, when I did my first video, Trey, when I was in Toastmasters, they're like, you have to write your whole script out. You have to write it out. You have to memorize it. You have to this, you have to that. So that's what I did on Monday when I did my video. I posted it and it was okay. And it was so cute, Trey. Someone said to me, Tina, do you like me? And I said, yeah. And like, okay, you like me, right? And I said, yeah. And they say, I don't like your video. I don't like it at all. And I was like, it's okay, because I'm that person. I like to hear the things that are not that good because that's how I'm going to learn, right? And this person said to me, it doesn't sound like you. It sounds like kind of rehearsed. It doesn't sound natural. And the reason is because I was focused on the 2 minutes. I was focused on the content. I was focused on remembering what I was supposed to say, which isn't my style. That's not my stilo, peeps. When I talk, I write little bullet points and then I chatterbox a bunch. So what I did with the one you saw yesterday, Trey, was I had my bullet points. I knew what I was going to talk about, but I said, prepare. Welcome to the room, Brittany. So before I even put on the camera, I put my head down. This is what I did when I do all of my main talks, is to get into character so that it's real, right? I speak from my heart. And if you're wondering, Renee, maybe you can pull that up. I did put it on YouTube, the video that I did today, and we can show that. And that was one of Lisa's homework. We have homework tonight. Trey, are you doing tonight's homework? Did you do it already?
I have not done it yet, but I will. I'm redoing the video, so I will hopefully catch up.
Nice, nice. So today she's talking about the valley. And when you speak as a speaker, there's many different things you can do. Some people say start in the low and bring it up, but she has something she calls the valley, where you start high with the great accomplishments and then you take the people low and then you bring them up high again. Trey, let me tell you, girl, I'm going all in, okay? I'm going to do the valley, and then I'm going to do the whole swoop. So I'm just going to be posting after this, and for myself to learn, right, and to get better. And for those that you don't know, I'm actually doing a telethon program for the next 24 hours as Renee gets this video ready. I decided that I am doing her program, Hooker by Crook. And where I am right now in my life, it's not in my budget. But I said, that is not going to be an excuse for me. So I am doing a telethon. I currently I'm not very close. I'm halfway there, halfway to the target of $2,000. So I have been texting everyone that I know to donate, to sponsor into Stars Tina. And the reason why you want to do this is for various reasons. One, so that I can become a better speaker and transform the world, because that is my ultimate goal. This year, I plan on being one of her transformation coaches. She has a whole program. Whenever you're ready, Renee, you can just pop it up because I'll go on the side. But yeah, I'm doing a telethon. So if you would like to sponsor, it could be 120, 50, whatever. It doesn't matter. DM me. It's Cash App. It's Venmo. It's Zelle. It's whatever it is. I don't care, because excuses are what we tend to do in life, right? Well, I don't have the money for this. Well, I don't have the money for that. All right, she's starting it. You can start it. So what Renee is about to show, you can rewind it, Renee. This was the homework from yesterday. You can rewind it, Renee, and because it looks like you started it. And I'll let you guys hear it. But if you want to see it, make your way over to YouTube by clicking the link at the top. All right, now you can start it.
There was a time in my life when I thought I would never love again because of the loss of my son. I felt hurt. My heart was broken. Did you know that broken heart syndrome, otherwise known as cardiomyopathy, is a real medical condition? It's caused by the loss of a loved one, a broken heart, or other emotional stressors. We tend to take care of other people instead of ourselves in life. Am I the only mom who said, I can't work out because I have to take my kids to football? Or maybe you stay up late at night working on that project for your boss and you don't get all the sleep that you needed. Self-care, my friend, is the new revolution, and you have to take care of yourself first. Am I the only person who's ever felt these things? Well, if so, I'm going to share 3 things that can empower you to push through. The first one, let's do it together. Join me. Just breathe. That's simple. The second one, tap into your faith. God has created you beautifully, and tap into what he has set for you. And the third one, connect to your tribe, your community. Your vibe is your tribe, and they're there to keep you accountable. I am here for you. You can tap into me onto any of the platforms, Stars Tina with a Z, or go to my website, I am Stars Tina.
That was yesterday's homework, guys. And it's like no excuses, right? Thank you, Babs. Thank you. I saw you up there on YouTube. So I want to hear from you guys. And then I'm going to tap in some tips here. Anyone want to comment? I see Dal in there. Comments, questions about what we've talked about so far? If so, on mic. All right, crew. So there's so many things that I can share. Where shall I begin? Let's see. I'm going to share the one thing that I liked most that she said that really helped me was being authentic with what you're saying. Audience connection. That's the one for me. So audience connection is when you're talking to get your audience involved with what you're saying, whether it's hand motions, and she calls that full body contact, or full body sport. She calls that when you use your hand motions. And yes, my stand is, I don't know where, otherwise I'd use my hands, but I love holding my phone in my hand. Full body sports when you're using your hand motions. And she did some really, really good ones. For example, today she was like, and you have to see my face. So if you're not on YouTube right now, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. So hop on YouTube right now, and then you can actually see what I'm doing. By the way, family, while you're there, subscribe to the YouTube channel for various reasons. I'm always giving good tips about fitness, speaking, all that great stuff. But full body sport is when you use your entire body. And since we're on video right now, yesterday she showed us the importance of using the whole screen. So if you see right now, my hands are out to the side, right? So you want to stretch it out to here. And then when you're talking high, you want it like over your head. So you want to use every part of the screen when you're talking. One thing that I totally love is to lean in, get super close. maybe you whisper. You want people to feel as if they're a part of your community, a part of your conversation. And by doing that, you're pulling them in, right? So that's something you can do for audience connection. If you have, I want to go like back and forth. I don't want this like a whole like lecture sort of thing. Agree, disagree. Has anyone ever done this when they do their conversations virtually? Any of the things I said? Yes, no, maybe so.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes.
Babs, what is something that we can do vocally? Because I do the different levels, and I know they talk about talking from the diaphragm. I tend to lower my voice some when I want to pull people in. That's another good tactic. What would you say is something vocally we can do to get audience connection?
Well, the one thing, and I was going to say that when you were telling your story, if you go back and really think about the story and not so much as try to do it in emotion, but let the natural motion show, it will transition into the voice and you can really hear it. So it's going to pop down and go down into the valley. But then as you're talking back and bringing it back up, we can hear the elevation within the pitch. We can always tell the intensity. We can always tell when you're excited, when you're emotional, and we can feel what you're saying. Did you hear the difference?
Babs, that is so true. And let me tell you. So when I did the video this morning, the one that we just showed, you may have noticed my eyes looked a little teary-eyed. And that was real. Like I had practiced it a few times. And again, it sounded fake. It didn't sound real. So before I even started, I just put my head down and I got into, I don't want to say character. I got into my feelings. You know, I was talking about having a broken heart and how, and this wasn't even about my son, you know, and for those of you that are watching this, my son was murdered 8 years ago. And that was a traumedy for me. But besides that, it left me so broken. It was like, and I was talking about like love for a man. You know, every woman wants a man in their life, right? But I was so broken, so hurt. I didn't know how to love anymore because I was scared. You know, I had this wall, this shell, and I didn't let anyone close. So when I thought about that broken heart, it was like, well, Tina, girl, you're never going to have those great feelings again. And then, so that's how I kind of got into the character and then my voice, like, and it's so true. I never thought about what you just said, Babs, is that your voice will naturally do it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no worries. This is the one thing that I just got through talking about this very same thing. Because I just put a series out on rap vocal techniques. Rap music has a tendency of helping you to do rhyme and rhythm, but it also helps you to articulate very well and very effectively if you start to practice it so you can gain clarity. I was saying that Ramon Ray, he has a natural speed, just a speedometer inside his mouth. He probably can even speak as fast or even faster than what he normally speaks because that's his normal pitch. So when we start to look at these things, it really does carry us on. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you can tell when you got it. When you got a crowd, and you can sway them any way you want to go. And when you have them, that's it. Now, the one that you want to get, this is my last comment. It's the one you got the crowd, but you see that there's a little tough cookie that's not even paying attention, probably down on their telephone. That person, that's the one you really want to rope in. You know why? Because now you're trying to make sure you have been effective to reach your entire crowd.
Okay, so we're going deeper into that because she hit on something that was so important. When you're speaking and you have a crowd of people, you have those people that are like, yes, I love you. I want more. Well, you really don't have to give them more because they already love you, right? But like she said, that person that's down in their phone, that person that's in the back of the room, that's the person you want to tap into. That's the person you want to connect with. Why? And I like the challenge. That's what it is, right? You want to get that person because it shows that you're making a difference. And I want to hear how you guys get that person. I'm going to tell you how I do it. Because whenever I speak, if someone is like off on the side, they're in their phone, they're talking to the friend, I'm going up to them. Hey, what you talking about? You know, every time, because I want them a part of the conversation. Tell me, what are you talking about? And comedians do that sometimes too, right? They'll joke on the person, like, what are you doing there? Because if you're in this space, you want to learn, right? We are talking about awakening the legend inside of you. What is a legend? Renee, can you look that up somewhere and put it on the bottom somewhere? Because that's important. If you're a speaker and you speak and you're talking and someone's not paying attention, please share what it is that you do. Unmic, right across the screen. I would love to know.
I think.
Explain.
I'll be talking in the middle of talking, and all of a sudden, I just break out singing. Hey, I just catch them right off guard. No clue of what's going on. And I tell you, I make sure that I think to a point where I can make you stop and say, what the heck is happening? Where that is? Come in, my mic.
I don't know, but this is what I heard. You're going to sing a little something for us. I don't know. It's what I heard. We're going to get a couple of pipes. You know I love your voice, girl. See, she won't do that in the morning. I guess she's warmed up. Girl, you're that good? Really, Babs? That was like 5 seconds. Can I get 30 seconds? Can we get 30 seconds? All right. That was like 3.5. 30 seconds, please. That's the first time I heard you do it for real, because usually it's in the morning, like, my throat's not ready. It's too early in the morning. Girl. Okay. Here's a song I want to hear from you. Are you ready? We're getting off topic. So, guys, I love singing. I might have to hire you as a vocal coach. Now, okay, here's a question before we get going. Do you think that everybody can sing if taught, Babs?
The answer is no.
Oh, are you serious?
You have some music enthusiasts. You have some that you know they have a love of singing, and you do. I mean, there are some that you can actually get on pitch, but there's just some people you're hitting a C and they are really in the key of F. For real. And you know, as much as you would love to help them, you know, you just gotta let it go. Stay away from the stage.
Oh my God. If you're listening, Babs, put your website on YouTube so we can put it across the screen. If you're watching on YouTube or whatever, we're talking right now with Babs, a vocal coach. We're talking about awakening the legend within you. We're talking about Lisa Nichols. And I was asking her about singing because Trey, why do I keep messing up these names? Babs, there is a song, and Stephanie Mills, I'm not sure if you guys know her. The song is Home. And I was singing it today. I wish I was home. I'm not, I can't sing, but can we get 30 seconds, please, Babs? I'm still begging you for 30 seconds of a song. Please.
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love. I wish I was home. I wish I was back there when the things I've been away.
And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time.
And start all over again. All right, that's enough. That's 30 seconds.
Just maybe. That was good, girl. Oh, I love that song. Okay, but that changing. All right, back to the point. I get off topic, guys. So we're talking about public speaking. We're talking about growing your business with your voice. And we're talking about audience connection, your voice, your tone, all of that great stuff. Is there anything that someone's struggling with? I'm going to look in the chat right here. Thank you, Professor Chris, for putting your information in here. Professor Chris, I don't know what he does, but his website is excellenceeducation.org.uk. Thank you. Thank you, Brittany, for subscribing. Woo! Professor Chris, yes, it's all about connection here. Professor Chris and Brittany, why don't you guys come up on stage, share with us what you do, because it's all about growing, right? We want to grow our tribe. We want to build our community. I'm giving Paula a follow right now. Coming up and speak. Tell me what you do. All that great stuff. Maybe. Boom. All righty. Let me find another tip for you guys. We're talking about audience connection. Let's see. Yay, we got someone up here. All right, Professor Chris, tell us who you are and what you do.
Wow, thank you for your very high energy. Great inspiration. I teach and I mentor entrepreneurs to move on to the next level using great tools such as AI and technology. So we show you how to get productivity 10x, performance 10x, and therefore profitability 10x. The word impossible does not appear in our dictionary. We just try it in a different way. And those speaking.
I love that. I love you. Thank you so much for sharing. Did you hear anything today that's added value to your life to help you grow your business from what we've been sharing? Would love to know.
Yes, about speaking. Speaking is conversing with your future mentee, client, customer, or who you want to serve. And speaking is not about being a great orator. It's getting your message to the person in the first line, to the person in the middle line, to the person on the last line. You have a lot to share. There's so much based on life experience, based on your education, or based on your expertise that can help one person today in their marriage, or in their business, or in their education, or on their journey. So that's all speaking is about. And I love your going up and then coming down, going up and coming down. It's fantastic. Thank you. Speak and share because you will touch lives.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Can you do me a favor, Professor? Can you click that link at the top and go to YouTube and subscribe? Do you think you can do that for me right now?
Of course.
Thank you, thank you. I wanted to share something with what you were saying in regards to speaking is just being authentic, right? The focus is to get people to know, like, and trust you. And I think what happens sometimes is people are, I'm not going to say fake, but they feel they have to show up a certain sort of way. And I loved what you said, Babs, when you were talking about the way Ramon speaks. And people will say all the time, well, you talk too fast. They'll say that to me. You know, you talk too fast. You need to slow down. And hi, Coco, welcome to the room. Perhaps it could be because I'm from the north and, you know, we like move. And yes, you do have to slow down things sometimes. But if this is my natural pace, who I am, I'm not going to change who I am. In the past, I've tried it and it just does not work. So because to awaken that legend inside of you, I want you to just embody the confidence. How do you find that confidence? One is you guys are going to get tired of hearing me say this, but I apologize. It is. You just have to have faith. Faith. Have faith that what God is sharing with you is meant to be, but it has to be real. Like you can't try to fake it. Like, oh, this is what I'm going to do because such and such is doing. Well, this is a fad. No, that's not going to help you in any part of your life. Identifying your unique style. All right. If I got up here and I tried to sound like Babs, not going to happen. If I tried to sound like Trey, not going to happen. If you get up here and try to sound all like, like me, it's not going to work. You have to find what's unique for whom you are. For example, I'll hear certain people talk and it's like, yep, I know that person's voice. I know that person's energy. So that's what's going to help awaken the legend inside of you. Anyone else want to come up here and share who they are, what they do? We're talking about awakening the legends. Go ahead.
What you're saying is you just being you, and the same for me. So even though I have a lot of energy and I could be a lot of things, in the end, the more I be like me, the more I attract my people. So the more you be like you, then you attract the people who vibe with you.
Yes.
Before I used to be different. And then I was like, oh, see? No, there was a lack of authenticity. The more, like you said, the more you get away from who you are, how you talk. Sometimes I do talk fast. Sometimes I talk loud. Sometimes I talk slow. But yeah, in the end, be you, girl. That's what people love is your authentic you, and we can feel it when you're not. And that's the feedback you get immediately, right? Mm-hmm.
That's true. And I just want to say that to her sometimes. People know, they can feel it. They know who you are, what you are. something Lisa talks about is speaking from the mountaintop, because you have the mountain and then you have the valley, right? We all go through some types of valleys in our life, and we try to gloss over it. And something she said, which was amazing. She says the reason why she went so far so fast is it's when The Secret came out, the movie, the book, and they were interviewing all the people that were on there. And you have the mountain, you have the valley, and then you have the mountain. And she says most speakers, when they speak, they'll share the good. This is where I am, and this is where I'm going. So everything is great. I'm wonderful. I'm amazing. I did this. Yes, I know. Woo, 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 woo. But it's very rare that people are really going to take you down, and then down even more, and then down even more. Lisa is known for, being on government assistance. That's like her thing, right? That's what she was known for, because most people don't share their low, right? Like I can sit up here and tell you all the things I've done, but did you know, this is the valley, this is the homework for tonight, I'm going to share it with you right now. The valley is the low that happened in my life. Did you know that I had an amazing relationship with my father? I loved him so much. I looked so much like him. We both had dimples. We both liked to smile. And did you know that when he passed away at the age of 49 from a massive heart attack, which could have been avoided, I ended up being committed into a psychiatric hospital for 8 weeks. Did you know that? I want to get the hours, Renee, if you can figure it out, how many hours that is, how many hours it is for 8 weeks, because it may not seem like much, but it's a lot, especially if you just had a child. My son was 6 weeks old when I was committed into this hospital, because when I found out about my father's death, I stopped eating, I stopped drinking, I stopped eating and sleeping for 2 weeks. And when you do that, your mind it just is not right. So as I'm in this hospital, they're pumping me with drugs. You have to take this drug, you have to eat, you have to sleep, right? 1,344 hours is how long I was in this hospital. I can still see the white sheets, the white walls. I can still see that one room. And there was one room that gave me freedom in this hospital, family. I guess it was like the community room. And I used to wear long skirts all the time, long flowy skirts. And Tina Turner's CD was there. Not CD, you hear me, CD, cassette player was there. And I would just play it over and over again. I would just dance. And I would just dance. And right now, it just makes me think, when I was in that valley, in this psychiatric hospital where they forced you to get, oh my gosh, just thinking about it just makes me not feel too good. But it's like, I felt like there were cribs in the room, but I doubt if they were cribs. I was 22 years old, and they said you're going to be on drugs for the rest of your life. And this particular hospital, which is in New Jersey, it's not around anymore, people actually lived there. And all I could think about is, I'm never going to get out of this. I'm never going to get out of this. That's my valley. That's what she's teaching us today. And then it goes up to, well, where I am right now. And this is what's important about sharing your story, is where you've been, all right? And if you guys think that's a low, you think that's a valley, Lord of mercy, I have even more valleys. Because God has gifted me with all of these traumatides. Some people can't even deal with the freaking red light and traffic, all right? God has gifted me, and I say gifted because I have to reframe how I see things that have happened to me in my life. Because if I looked at them in the lens like the average person, I'd probably be dead right now, or strung out on drugs, or just whatever. So you have to reframe how you see things, like put on another pair of glasses. Okay, I don't like the way that looks. We'll put on another pair of glasses. You might say you lost your job, you got fired. Put on the glasses. You got a graduation. That's what Lisa said today, right? So when you're talking from that mountaintop, what are you doing now? These are the stories that will draw the people in. Yes, this is what we're doing, is audience connection. Thank you, Babs. I feel like I'm preaching now. Welcome to our room, Princess. You're in Breakfast with Champions, Princess of my time. Follow this space here. Whew, I didn't mean to go that deep, guys. Someone say something. Welcome, Maurice, the connector.
You are amazing. It was just brilliant, all the things that you said. Girl, it's so amazing to have seen you from years ago to the person you are now, and the go-getter. And and how you're able to share about your dad. And yes, it's just beautiful. So I'm so proud of you. I just want to say that.
Thank you. Thank you. And I've known Trey for 2, maybe 3 years now from this app called Clubhouse. It's a little different now, you know, it's okay, but I'm still loving the community that's there. Right now, my goal is to just focus and share. It's so important to share your story. That's what Lisa talked about yesterday. Everyone has a unique story. When I hear Trey, who would think like you could be paralyzed? You know, Babs, I don't think we know your story at all. Can we hear your story a little bit? I would love to know because you're in my community. What's something about you, would you say, which gotten you so great?
Well, I think through the trials and tribulations of all of these no's, what you can't do and what you will never do. I'm from Gary, Indiana, and my mom at the time of me transitioning to try to get to college, she was laid off. You know, so her being a professional cook, I would have never known that we had any kind of financial problems because, you know, it was always something there. I enjoyed biscuits and gravy. I didn't realize I didn't have any meat. So I was very excited. But, you know, when I realized that she was taking the first and only check that we had gotten in 4 years to send me to college.
Wow.
And that I had an opportunity to get there. I didn't tell her when I was hungry. I wasn't on the meal plan. I would take $1 a day and survive. That gave you at Kentucky Fried Chicken 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. I survived off of 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. And then there were times where I didn't even have the $1. But somebody knew I wasn't eating. I was losing all this crazy weight. And, you know, then people were like, here, girl, we got 4 quarters. You can do this. But that was my story, you know, and no, it's not an option. That's why I keep telling people. I had the hardest time trying to pass exams. So I wound up making the first teacher certification company, having all content areas. They were like, how the heck? And I knew I had something. Anytime Princeton calls you and Cambridge call you and ask me who I am, oh, I knew I had something. I said, oh, it's coming back. I didn't have the funds to keep it up because I had no idea it was going to grow as big as it did. And people were calling me from everywhere. I never could get any sleep. The phone rung. And the whole 24 hours, I was like, that's all right. I know where it is, and I know where I've been. So therefore, when I sing, and I know I'm loud, but I sing from my heart because it is a story through my voice.
I love it. I love it. And you know what, family? I want to invite you to give people second chances. Because when I first met Babs, so the app that we all met on is on the phone. It's called Clubhouse. And at one point, there used to be thousands of people in the room, hundreds. And, you know, we hear our voices. And I remember the first time I saw you, Babs, was in Texas last year. And I just kind of saw you in passing. And like she said, she has a loud voice. She has big energy. Like I have big energy. And for a hot second, I was like, oh. And sometimes people like us, other people look at us and they're like, can you just calm down? Can you bring it? No, hello. All right. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I'm put your shades on if you feel I'm too bright for you. All right. And I say that to say when I first heard / saw you, Babs, I was like, I don't know. She may be too much for me. I don't know. So I say that because you are pretty amazing, girlfriend. I am so grateful that you are in my circle. And the more I talk to you, the more I learn about you, the more I'm impressed. Family, you need to be around people that are going to stretch you. She was talking to me about a program she did. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like so much to take a loan out to do it. Remember that conversation, Babs? And then I think it's because of that valley that you were in. It's like, I'm getting up to the top. I saw you come up on stage, Maurice. Chat with us. I would love to hear your comments, thoughts with the conversation. If you want to, you don't have to.
Yes, queens and kings. Always to connect to say a long time, Trey. Honestly, man, good to be here. I'm listening. I tell my story, my glory story. That's my glory. when you finish your conversation. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So we're getting to the bottom of the hour / top of the hour. I am Stars Tina, and I come in here Wednesday nights at about 6:30 for about an hour on all the social platforms here, so we can just connect. And I would love to connect with you. There's various things I'm doing right now. I'm all in 150% into the Lisa Nichols circle, family, tribe, all that great stuff. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm doing a 24-hour telethon because I need your support. There's something that I want to do. I want to be a part of her program. It's an 8-week program. It's $2,000. It's not quite totally in my budget right now because I have a lot of things going on in life. So I said, you know what, Tina, I'm not going to let that stop you. So I started the marathon, or shall I say telethon, at about 3 o'clock. I'm giving it 24 hours and I'm slowly getting up that scale. So I would love your support. Some people have given $250, $50, $20. If you want to give the whole amount, go for it. But I would love your support in any way or fashion. How do you contact me? Just DM me because I'm accepting Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I was going to say LinkedIn, but I don't think there's a way to pay on LinkedIn. And I'm doing this for various reasons. It's very important that you have a coach in life. It's very important that you're focused. You have one thing that you're going for. And I am in a point in my life where it's another valley, okay? Because we have those mountains, we have those valleys. It's like this. It's like the ocean, okay? The ocean. Hey, we love that ocean, right? And I am ready to just roll up my sleeves. I know I don't have sleeves on right now if you can't see me. And I want to go all in with her program. And by doing this, the reason why I want to do this is because I know I have a story. I know that I can transform lives. I know that I can speak, but I need that structure, right? I need that guidance. And with this guidance, I will be able to make many things in my life that make me sad, like the loss of my son. If you're a mom, a warrior mom, your child is no longer with you, it hurts, right? And I need a reason to get out of bed each day. I need a reason to say, it's okay, Tina, you can love again. And by being able to share my story, I will change lives. That is why I need to do this program. And not only that, it's going to transform the world. This world is kind of ugly in some places. Does anyone agree? I don't even watch the news anymore, but I hear all these things are going on. And by being able to speak better and share my story better, it's just going to make everything awesome. So it's tax write-off. You can DM me, direct message me, however you want, looking for that. With that being said, I feel full. My belly is full. Actually, I'm hungry, but my belly is full of knowledge and information. And tap into Lisa. Renee, can you get Lisa's link up here? You can actually go on YouTube. Lisa Nichols, like everyone knows her, and she's posting it everywhere. Motivating the Masses. I think it's motivatingthemasses.com. It's a free 5-day program. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, I'm going to show you guys something. Actually, I'm going to see if I can show it. Show it. So on Instagram, I might not be able to show it. Go to my Instagram, guys. Today, at the end of the program, she did an outro. You know, when you're doing an event and you have your intro where you get every pumped in the beginning, you get them pumped, and then you have your outro. And Trey and Renee, I'm yelling at you guys right now because you guys said she showed me, but I didn't know she showed me. I thought she showed like a little box of me. So in the outro of Lisa Nichols' event, she highlighted me. Oh my gosh. She showed my little clip from the last time. So I was so excited. So make sure you go to my Instagram and look at it, okay? Because Lisa and I are good old friends. Okay, we're not good old friends, but in my head, we're good old friends. Outro. I want to hear from everyone on the stage. What is one thing that you learned from today, and how are you going to transform the world with it? For me, the one thing that I learned from Babs, which I kind of knew, but I'm just going to tap into it even more, is when you're speaking, really focus on that person that you don't have their attention. They're just off in another land. So focus on that person. That's my one takeaway from today's room. Let's go down the line. Renee, Trey. Oh, Jeremy. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the space. All right. He's probably busy. Go ahead, Renee.
For me, it's leaning in.
Leaning in with what? Are you talking about your voice, your body? A little more specific, please.
Leaning in with my body to get to them when I want to grab their attention, whether it's on a screen or in person.
I love it. Really? Really? Are you the only one hearing the echo? I'm joking. I want to just expand a little on what Renee just said when she was talking about leaning in. When you're speaking, and this can go both ways. That right there is what you call a pregnant pause. That will force a person to listen because it's like, oh, what is she going to say next? And then when you listen, it forces them to pull in. And then when I lean into you, I really want to get into your head right now. And I want you to realize you are amazing. Did you know that? There are some I am statements that I want you to say to yourself every single day. That's the lean in. All right, Trey, what did you learn today?
Oh my gosh, I learned so much. Okay, so one of the things that I love to do that I learned from 10G is like doing something even as small as wearing sunglasses in the beginning and then taking them off.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? In those critical moments or in those engaging, because those shifts are like, people just look and they stay engaged. So I love that. I have learned so much. And of course the tone and going back to it, especially for people like you and I who are so expressive, the more we be us, our tone rises up and down and slows and breathes organically. So yes, I love it.
Before you go, hi Cicely, that's my girl, Cicely Everton, the medicine woman. Make sure you follow her on YouTube. Trey, I loved what you talked about the glasses. So I did this once when I did a speech. I had a hoodie on and I started with the hood on and I was like here and then I talked and I took the hood off. I love that. But share with me, you're saying just have the glasses on just because and then take them off. Give me some details. Maybe a hat. Talk to me.
So especially for you, like, so I'm like out walking and I'll organically have my sunglasses on, or I'll be sitting in the car with my sunglasses on. You know what I mean? And I'll just stop, or you know, and I'll be engaged in the conversation and just stop. Literally, if I'm walking, I'll stop and take off my glasses, and just the combination of my physical stopping and raising the glasses. It's intriguing how, and if you time it really 6 seconds in, between 5 and 6 seconds, that's when they're getting ready to drop off. You know what I mean? There's timings to everything.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Babs. I have to take away the tip from you. I'm taking this tip from Trey because I've never heard that before and I love it. So you heard her, right? And we know people don't like to stay engaged, right? Because we had 4 people on here. Now we have 5 and 3. So I've got my glasses on. I'm talking to you, right? I'm here. Like, I'm so cool. My light is shining bright. Hey! Then I take the glasses off. I know I got 2 glasses on. I love that, Trey. And I want to get a hat, like maybe a fedora hat. I'm rambling right now. Jeremy is a professional basketball player.
A fan. Anything that flips or an umbrella or all of it.
An umbrella. I love it. Accessories. I'm taking that. Okay. So Jeremy, what we're talking about today is speaking, being a legend. And he is a basketball player. I just hear him on Breakfast with Champions, and I believe he plays in like other countries. He's pretty phenomenal. He's around celebrities and all that great stuff. Jeremy, if you can share something in regards to speaking, because I loved your share when you were speaking this morning, of how you can become a legend when you speak. Anything that you personally do. Would love to hear.
When it comes to being a legend, I think my superpower that I learned a long time ago was practicing your audience and letting them know where you are. Because when you do that, it allows them to get to that place. We've all heard the phrase, if you can get to, like, if you can see something from someone else's perspective, you know, but what you can do as a speaker is you can say, like, right now, I'm brushing my teeth and I'm getting ready for bed. I'm not in a place where I am in the same, oh, let's go, I'm fired up, I'm ready to take on the world like I am at 6 a.m. for Breakfast with Champions. So it's like, if I allow you to see me from where I am, you now have your expectations set on what you're going to hear. So the message that I deliver is going to be on par with that exact engagement. So if you're deciding in those first 5 or 6 seconds if you're going to listen or pay attention, if they know what they're expecting from that person, they know that they can tune out from the get, or if they, depending on your energy, that
that realness, that humanness, people long for. People want it so badly in their life, especially in today's age with how fake the world has become. They will actually tune in more, and that's where the authenticity and vulnerability comes into play. So I think superpower that I would say for most people, and why Kevin Hart and these comedians can keep you for so long laughing, is because they're willing to talk about the humanness of where they are in a moment, and what makes the situation funny is actually the human part. So great to see you. I wish I could have got the whole experience, because then I could have had maybe some other topics, but I'll land there for now.
Dude, that was good. He's good, guys. Jeremy's last name is Jeremy Bright. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, all the places, YouTube. That was a good one. Let the people know where you are. And this is good stuff that both of you and Trey are saying on Instagram when you're trying to get people's attention, because we only have like 5 seconds, right? And we're ending this room because it's only 30 minutes. But before we get out of here, I'm going to be doing a 5-day free challenge because of Lisa, because of my coach who gave me the idea. See, sorry about that, guys. It's 6:30. It's time to go. I got to do my my next thing. I do apologize. Thank you, Babs. Remember, I'm here 6:30 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday night, but this is the nighttime. And as I just learned from Jeremy, I got to let you know I'm sitting up in my room. How's that song go by, Brandy? Help me out, Babs. Sitting up in my room. I want to be down. Anyway, I'm sitting up in my room right now. And my energy's kind of lower than it normally is. And in the morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., you can catch me on the 7 a.m. Cup of Motivation, or on Clubhouse for Breakfast with Champions. We are out of here. Thank you all so much for coming through. I hope you have learned something. Please tap into my girl, Lisa Nichols. And I'm also going to say, please support me / sponsor me to get into this program. Jeremy, I'm not taking no for an excuse. Lisa Nichols, if we all know her, she's a motivational speaker. She's doing a program. It's $2,000. And where I am in my life right now, it's not in my budget. So I am doing a telethon for the next 24 hours. I'm halfway there. You can go to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle if you want to contribute. I'm accepting all forms of payment, all forms of money, whether it's 100, 20, 30, 50. I don't care. So I can transform the world. All right, guys. We are out of here. See you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye.